As we have discussed in our previous video about playing games and sports, we have discussed that because of the games and sports, our body and mind will be developed. In this video, we are going to discuss about adapting to the environment I live in. Why this is important for us? Because as human being, our body and mind will be settled according to the surrounding, because we are having a power to adjust, we are having strength to adjust in surroundings. So children, today's topic is adapting to the environment I live in. This is also a new physical possibility. Okay, so here children, in part B, unit 1, our topic is what does it mean to adapt to various environment. First of all, we should know what is various environment. Various environment means that where we are living, the environment may be hot or cold or rainy, but we are surviving over there because our upbringing is there and we are born and brought up in these conditions. So our body and mind are very much immune in that. That is why we can adapt various situations in our surrounding, or you can say in our environment. So children, let us explore through some examples. Now children, here you can see, as a human being, we have the unique ability to adapt to a wide range of environment. In any kind of environment, human being can survive. First of all, you can see freezing cold environment in Alaska or Antarctica. Human being can survive. It is an adverse situation, but still humans are alive over there. In forest environment, human can alive because humans are, you can say, the mind of the human being is more developed than animals. That is why this is the unique creature of God. That is why children, human can dwell anywhere. This is the tree dwellers of Indonesia. They are living on the tree because of the environment. Now children, here you can see environments struck by the natural disasters. Where we are living, any pandemic, any disasters can come. Earthquake, flood, or you can say cyclone. Or nowadays we are facing a new disease, that is corona, and here the humans are living, and this virus damaged a lot of our society and our human, uh, you can say, society. But still, the people, those who are living in this world, they are surviving. They are taking out the alternative of this disease. Many medicines and its vaccine are working. So, in this adverse situation, they are living. Environment is struck by natural disaster, as we have discussed about corona. Here you can see the flood survivors. Flood survivors, it means those who are fighting with flood. They are facing the problem of flood, but they are surviving over there. Now, children, if we will see Sahara Deserts people, we can understand that how the humans can able to survive in the extremely hot environment, that is Sahara Desert. Yes, the population is very less, but still human beings are living over there. Village environment with no facilities. As you can say, India is a land of villages, and here 75% of the people of India are living in villages where no any facilities like cities, but still the people are living. They are not having a tap or the electricity, but still they are living over there with full joy and enthusiasm. So, children, in village environment, people are living. It is the best example of Indian village. Now, place caught in extended periods of war. Children in Palestine. Now, recently we have seen the wars in Afghanistan. So here, children, you can see it is the example is given over here. Children in Palestine, but actually, in many places of all over the world, you can see this type of survivors. And these places were destroyed by the opposite people, but still the survivors are living over here and they face lots of problem, but still they are having their zeal and enthusiasm to live. So let us explore some examples, children. Now, children, here you can see if you were to live in the extreme cold environment of Arctic Alaska, how would you adjust? In Arctic Alaska, the winters are very long and cold. Summers are short and cool. Even in summer, the temperature is around 1 degree Celsius. There is very little rainfall, which is mostly as snow, which stays on the ground almost the entire year. Vegetation cannot grow. So this is you can say an adverse situation to survive over there. So the clues are given over here. What kind of the clothes would you need to wear? What kind of food would you eat? What kind of transport would you use? So this is topic of discussion, which kind of clothes we can wear. So this is uh, the topic of discussion, and we can see the people, those who are wearing uh, coats and jackets, they can survive over there easily. Their coats and jackets having lots of layer of warm cloth, and after that they can survive. What kind of food would you eat? The food which gives energy, that type of the food they can eat. What kind of the transport would you use? Here the sledges are running, so the people are using sledges with the and those who are carrying the sledges, that is only and only dogs. So because everywhere you can see ices. And here there is a very little rainfall, which is mostly as snow, which stays on the ground almost the entire year. So the vehicles they are using, they can use a few cars or jeep, but after all, if they move one place to another place in a short distance, so they can use sledges. Now children, here you can see how the Inuit people of the Alaska adjust their life to suit their cold environment. Wear warm for clothing. Eat food that is fished, hunted, and gathered locally. For example, whales, fish, seals. The meat diet keeps the body warm and strong. Now here the dog sledge is the most common way to travel across the vast expanse of the ice and snow. Build igloos as temporary shelter for 1 2 night that protects them from the cold when on hunting trip. So here you can see their clothes, full covered clothes with fur and warm cloth. The eatable items only and only energy diet and meat diet keeps the body warm and strong. Now if we will see is a totally opposite situation, that is Sahara Desert environment. So if you were to live in the extreme heat of the Sahara Desert environment, how would you adjust? Now in the Sahara Desert of Africa, here you can see the speciality of the Sahara Desert is temperatures can be as high as 58 degrees Celsius, making it in the world's hottest desert. There are regular sandstorms and very high speed dangerous winds. Rainfall is rare, but when it rains very heavily. Now children, the environment is totally adverse, 58 degrees temperature, making it the world hottest place. So if few question I would like to ask you, what kind of the clothes would you need to wear over there? How would you change your habit? Because it's a really tough situation, as we have seen in Alaska, Arctic region, and here we can see totally different, totally opposite situation, that is the hottest place, Sahara Desert. Now children, how the people in Sahara Desert adjust their life to suit their hot environment. Now wear loose clothing and keep the head and face covered to protect from the sun and sandstorm. Eat 5 small meals instead of 3 big meals. They sleep in the afternoon, the hottest part of the day, and come out early in the morning or evening. The most common local mode of the transport is camel. The camel go without water for days as a stretch. Modern vehicles are also used today. People are nomadic or settle around oases, water holes in the desert. Now children, here you can see in the adverse situation also the people are living. They are adjusting themselves. Now the next situation, if you were only used to living. Now, children, in the village, there is no electricity. Water is scarce in summer. Agriculture is the main source of income, and often the weather destroys the crops. Because you are living in a city, but if you have to live in village, how can you survive? Because the condition is totally adverse. We used to live in electricity and we are having lots of facility, but in village there is no electricity. Water is scarce in summer and agriculture is main source of income. So how would you change your habit? What solution would you find to adapt to the water problem? This is the topic of, you can say, discussion. Now, how the villagers adjust their life to suit their environment. Women walk long distance to get water in summer. Now here, wake up early by sunrise and retire by sunset, making the best use of the natural light. Now here, eat simple meals with whatever is available, building the capacity to eat fewer meals in the day if there is shortage of food. Some people use irrigation canals to bring water from far away to their farms. So these are the situation in village the people are facing. There is no electricity. They are using daylight most of the time, and after evening they are not doing any work because there is no electricity in village, and they are not eating much, so they just maintain their food habit by eating one or two meals in a day. Now some people are using it for your irrigation canal, some people are using wells. So the total condition, if you will see in the village, is really tough for human beings, but still they are doing their job over there. They are farming over there, and they are adjusting themselves. Now children, if you will see, if your city was struck by flood, how would you adjust? This is also a really a tough situation. In flood, here you can see humans are flooded with water and properties is destroyed. Roads become unsustainable and foods and drinking water is scarce. So children, because this is the time of, you can say, natural calamities, so that is why बहुत सारे सोर्सेस होते हैं वो बंद हो जाते हैं, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ख़त्म हो जाती है बिकॉज ऑफ द वाटर. So how would you get food and water to survive? What solution would you find to get to safety? So children, let's see how flood survivors adjust to suit their environment. Use whatever transport possible to get to safe ground. Use rainwater for drinking and learn to survive without food for a long time. Save whatever belonging they can and adjust to living in a refugee camp or temporary shelter until they can go back to their homes. Children, this is the condition. The flood the situation of flood the people are facing. Scanty of food, scanty of everything, scanty of drinking water. In that situation, they are using uh, rainwater to drink, and whatever the facilities, transport facilities available at that time, they are using to move one place to another place or safer place. They just save their belongings they can, because this is the time of natural calamities. So natural calamities never come to give a alarm, because कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि बिना कुछ अलार्म के ही, बिना कुछ किसी चेतावनी के ही ऐसी ऐसी सिचुएशन बन जाती है। तो उस समय बहुत ज़रूरी होता है कि हम अपने विज़डम का इस्तेमाल करें, और जो हमें सही समय पर जो हमें डिसीज़न लेने हैं वो हमें लेकर तुरंत ही आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। बट चिल्ड्रन, ये बहुत ही कठिन परिस्थिति होती है किसी के लिए भी, और इसमें सरवाइव करना रियली अ ग्रेट थिंग। नाउ चिल्ड्रन, in freezing cold environment, how the people they adjusted themselves. Extremely hot environment, village environment, and environment struck by flood. What are some of the environments that you have lived in? How did you adjust to them? That is really you can say challenge. Now here the clues are given over here. So this we will discuss in our classroom. We will discuss in our online classes and offline classes, because we have to survive, because we human beings have powers to adjust our body and mind in adverse situation. With positive attitude, we can survive anywhere. So children, I am going to conclude this class. We will be continuing the same topic in the next video also. Till then, bye bye and take care of yourself.